let me just see who she's blocked actually. Let me see if it lets me see who she's blocked. Blocked accounts, let me just see if it shows me. No, it doesn't let me see anyway, but I'll remove her, fuck her. But on the mods, if you can show me which ones she had blocked, please. Let me just see. Just some that I haven't seen for a while, I'll just naturally just remove. Because I don't actually, there's 2 more gone. Third one gone. That's like 5 in total up to now, that one can go as well. 6. Let's see, I think that's, yeah, so that's alright. So 1, 2, 3, if I could get rid of that one as well. Alright, no offense if I removed you, but it's just there's no point keeping mods, so many mods, but also some that haven't been on for ages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What was it? How many mods were we allowed? 30, I think it was, wasn't it? Let me just cover the screen from there. I think it was 30. So I've just removed 11. But anyway, so everyone else, just keep his on. Yes, what was it else? Yeah, 30, so I just removed 11. As I said, we don't put in it's fucking 30 anyway. It's but yes, anyway, I'm okay. But yes, I've got to be very, very sort of when a mod has blocked over 30 people, so yeah, 30 people in 2 days, it's like, come on, you're taking a piss. Yes. And then you even have the weird, like I seen a stupid comment, how bad is this? I thought, how low can you know that Dolly Daydream freak? Like for one, they went, oh, Sam Walker's in whatever hospital he said it was, right? Giving birth to babies. This is what he said. It was obviously the wrong hospital. But how bad is this for a woman to say this? Oh, and someone's like, oh yeah, I live not far from that place. It's the wrong place, obviously, but she's put underneath it. And here's how bad and nasty some people online can be. She's put, oh my God, why don't you go and visit them with hello? Yeah, 1 second, we'll finish the conversation in a second, 1 second. She turned around an absolute freak and went, oh, why don't you go and visit them with a knife or a stick or whatever it was? And I thought, why, as a woman, why would you say that if you think at that time that someone's going to have 2 babies? Why would you even say that as a woman off your own account when I know your address? That's the thing about it. I know your address. But why would you do that? But I'm the type of man, because you've got a dog there and you're a woman, I wouldn't do anything. I'm more busy trying to live my life than to target your address. But the fact that you just blatantly said that on a post, what 3 people sent to me, saying, why don't you go, when someone said, oh, he's at this hotel, which I'm not at this particular, hospital, and when someone said, oh, I'm not too far from there, just generally, let me just cover the screen. When someone said, oh yeah, I live not far from that, just general conversation, this woman, it's the actual account, as she, bear in mind, she used to be a fan, and then she just turned into a troll. She turned around and says, why don't you go and visit him with a knife or a stick or something? I thought, why would you say that when someone has babies? That's as low as it gets. Oh, 1 second guys, let me just cover this for the visitors. Yeah, why would you say that when someone has babies? For one, right, it's all day, I've got problems directly, but to target a woman and a baby is as low as it gets, isn't it? Lucky enough, it's not the location anyway, but the thing is, but even if it was, imagine being that type of person. Let me just see if I've got the comment. See there? Look how bad this comment is. Just a really horrible, this is how bad Dolly Daydream is. Look at this, let me just see. Is this it? This is it. Look at her reply. Look at this. It isn't even this hospital. It's not even this hospital. But the fact is, you go and play golf with him. In other words, because she's trying to imply that I got attacked with a golf club. And then there was another one where she said, go and stab him. But the fact that she's saying that, trying to imply it, when Yeah, 1 second, let me just cover the screen. You right?
You're right.
1 second, guys. Someone come over. Yeah, but that's how low the likes of. Bear in mind, it's not even this hospital anyway. But the bottom line is, if it, let's say hypothetically it was, and then the rumour is, oh, Sam Walker got hit with a golf club. I didn't. But look the way she put that, and that shows the mentality of this woman. But as I said, I wouldn't even target her house, but if anyone does know her address, you're more than welcome to go there. But as I said, I personally wouldn't target her because she's a woman with a dog. But that just shows the mentality of these type of people on TikTok. Fancy that, a woman with babies, and another woman says that Dolly, bear in mind she's one that tries to play the victim all the time. Fancy saying that when a man is, as far as she's concerned, that hospital, what that person put there, is not the hospital where I am, but imagine if it was, and that was the hospital where I was going to be walking out with my children, and then that Dolly Daydream has then turned around and said to someone, when she was, oh, I live not far from there, it's a lovely place, whatever it is. She went, oh, why didn't you go there and play golf with his head, in other words, attack him. I fancy saying that when she, it was already the false rules where that lies where that I got hit with a golf club across my head in Spain, which was a complete total lie. But that's what she was trying to imply there, and that shows the mentality of these trolls. They go as low as they get. As I said, target me all day long, I don't give a shit, but when you start going down to target me children, right, or Holly, innocent woman who's just had babies, who's had the most vulnerable place in life any woman would be, who gives birth, right? I've not spoke about Holly giving birth. I've just said, oh, it's going to be in a couple of weeks or whenever it is. And I'm still not disclosed when it is or if we've had them, whatever. I've not actually even said them words. But we're just going off what this Dolly Daydream said, and that shows the mentality. And it's women like her who's not a proper woman. She's a pisshead for one, right? She always used to beg for money and all that shite. But she used to be a follower, but she's just a horrible, horrible person. But as I said, everyone go to her account and try and get her account shut down. She'd be devastated because that's all she's got in life. Let me just cover the screen for a minute so people can't see. 1 second. You can't see anyone coming through. But yeah, that's as low as it gets. But as I said, I know that. The mad thing is, I know that Dolly address. I know her address. I could quite easily make one phone call. But as I said, I'm not the type of guy to do that. I'm a legit guy. I'm a legit man now. But if anyone wants to go to an address, that's none of my business. That's up to you. If you just want to go and do that, that's fine. None of my business, guys. But she is a piece of shit. But as I said, it's none of my business. But to say that because imagine so her thought process, that Dolly Daydream's thought process was that I was going to be walking out of hospital with 2 babies, newborn little girls, and she's going to hoping to trying to encourage someone to come out of a golf club. Why would you even say that on TikTok? Not that anything like that would ever happen at all, but why would you even encourage that and try and hope that something like that happens when it's 2 brand new babies? That shows how low and mentally fucked you are. Because why would you say that? Such a nasty thing online. You just wouldn't say that as a person. And that's why I say to you, target me all day long, but don't target kids or fucking like a woman giving birth. It's as low as it gets. As I said, but this is the mentality of these trolls. And the mad thing is that Dolly Daydream is actually a real account. That's a woman. I can't remember the exact address. I can find. I'll ask my friend. I'll actually put it online. Actually, whatever anyone wants to do to it is up to you. But it's up to you. As I said, it's nothing to do with me. She's just a horrible, nasty person. But yeah, and even when something happens to her house, she can't even run to the police because it'll be like, well, hang on, you encouraged an attack on a man with 2 babies. Isn't that as low as it gets? Do you know what I mean? But she's a piece of shit. But as I said, nothing to do with me. If anything happens to her address, or when something happens to her address, nothing to do with me. It's as low as it gets. Even if you were on that hospital, it's no one's business. Exactly that. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Even if I was in that hospital, which I'm not, but even if I was, what business would that be of anyone's? 2 little babies would be being born. So what business would it be of anyone's what hospital I was in? That wouldn't be anyone's business. the only people that would be putting that out there would be stalkers, because it would not matter what hospital another man is in when his little babies are being born. Not that my babies are being, I've never said my babies are being born, I've never said where I am, but these little trolls online are like, oh yeah, it's Sam Walker, do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying to you. Yes, Joni, hope you're well, bam bam, and everyone else. But as I said, but this is how bad that these trolls get. Do you know what I mean? But as I said, I've just got myself a little 10 minutes here, so I just thought I'd come on because I just need to remove that person who's been blocking everyone. Yes, these trolls, but yes, Susan and everyone else, wouldn't know if the fucking freaks, they're absolute stalkers. This is how weird they are though. So I've just had a little 10 minutes just to come down to, obviously I've just come to get a little bit of a bit of food. Bam bam. So I've just got my food. I don't know what I got guys, but yes, so I've just got my food. So that's why I've come down, and I've got like a little 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and that's it. But yeah, as I said, I've not said I'm having babies. I've not said my location, but these little weirdos online, they go, oh, he's in Liverpool hospital. He's in the hospital in Liverpool, and then someone else said he's in the hospital in London. Someone else said he's in one in Scotland. Come on, what would it matter where my fucking hospital, I mean, where I was, would that matter to anyone? If children are being born? No, it wouldn't, you absolute weirdos. This is what I'm saying to you, but that Dolly Daydream has just gone into the bracket of my number one person I dislike out of everyone. Even the people who've done these injuries to me, I dislike her more than even them. But as I said, if anyone wants to go and target her address, I would see you as a king or queen. But as I said, it's not I wouldn't encourage that sort of stuff. It's nothing to do with me, but she's as low as it gets to target little children like that. But as I said, everyone who supports me, big up to all of us. And yeah, as I said, it has nothing to do with anyone where I am. You little weirdos. Like the trolls, they're like little weirdos, aren't they? What would it matter where I am? Right? For one, like you'd be ringing the police, oh my god, Sam Walker is there. Ringing social services, oh my god. They would not be bothered. They would not be bothered. Because even if I am in England, let me just tell you something, that does not matter. Let me just cover the camera so this lady doesn't get seen. Yeah, right. Yeah, what would it matter? Well, you can ring all the police you want, you can ring all the social services you want, because they don't give a shit, because I am a legit person, I'm a legit man. And that's it. And I had an accident. I was a legit businessman, as I've told. So let me just cover this so these people's faces don't get seen. Right, as I've told the authorities, look, I was just a legit businessman in Spain. I used to sell watches. You know, all these foreigners are getting robbed left, right and centre for their bags of watches. I just happened to get an attack where someone tried to steal watches. Lucky enough, they didn't get them. The police officers took all my watches in the UK. They took all the watches you've just taken, or the watches that these people who've done these attacks on me tried to take. I'm a legit businessman. You know, it wasn't anything to do with violence or gangster fucking stuff. It was just, I'm like every other victim over there who's someone trying to steal from them or steal from the houses. This is what happens in Spain. You've got to be very bloody careful. You know, it's nothing to, let me just cover this so this lady's not, no one sees this lady. Yeah, so that's all I said to the police, yeah. And then they went, oh my God, is that what happens? Yeah, because I live in the mountains a little bit. All these foreigners, like fucking from Africa and places like that, they come deep into the mountains and try and steal from people. And that's all this was. It was an attack, 2 attacks where they tried to steal from me. I don't know why, it's just because I'm the same as every other person who's people steal things from in Spain. That's what happened. It was Africans who come over to bloody, I don't know. Oh, okay. As long as it wasn't to do with crime, Sam, no, it wasn't anything to do with crime, it was just thieves. Okay, problems, case closed. Right, anyway, I've got to go. Right, anyway.